Have you ever wondered how a vast land, now known as America, came into existence? This story begins thousands of years ago, when nomadic tribes crossed a frozen land bridge between Asia and North America. These first Americans, over time, spread across the continent, creating rich and diverse cultures. From the Pueblo peoples who built cliff dwellings in the Southwest, to the mound builders of the Mississippi River Valley, to the Iroquois Confederacy in the Northeast, these societies thrived. They developed complex political systems, agricultural practices, and artistic traditions long before the first European foot ever touched American soil. But the tides of history were about to turn. A new chapter was on the horizon, one that began with the arrival of explorers from across the Atlantic. These European adventurers sought riches, new trade routes, and, for some, a fresh start. So the stage was set for the arrival of Europeans, a turn of events that would forever change the face of America. What would you do if you stumbled upon a new world, ripe for exploration and opportunity? Imagine the astonishment of the Europeans who, in their quest for new trade routes, came upon an entirely new continent. It was a world brimming with rich resources, and for these explorers, it was a treasure trove waiting to be unearthed. This began an era known as the Age of Exploration, a time when adventurers and traders alike set sail across the vast ocean, eager to stake their claim. They established colonies, small pockets of their homelands transplanted onto this new soil. Jamestown, for instance, became the first permanent English settlement in North America in 1607. It was a beacon of hope, a symbol of the limitless possibilities that lay in this new world. A few years later, the Mayflower, carrying a group of people seeking religious freedom, made its way to the shores of this new land. Their arrival marked the beginning of a significant chapter in the history of America. However, this age of exploration and colonization was not without conflict. The settlers' ambitions often clashed with the way of life of the Native Americans, the original inhabitants of the land. Their cultures, their traditions, their very lives were disrupted, leading to tensions that would reverberate through the centuries. But as the colonies grew in number and strength, so did their desire for independence. Can you imagine the courage it took for a group of colonies to stand against one of the world's greatest powers? Picture this: 13 colonies, bound together by a shared longing for freedom, daring to challenge the might of the British Empire. This, my friends, was the beginning of the American Revolution. Their fight was fueled by a series of grievances against the British Crown. Unfair taxation, the denial of their rights as Englishmen, and the imposition of harsh laws lit the fuse of revolution. The colonists, they had had enough. They were ready to fight, ready to lay down their lives for the ideal of liberty. Their struggle was marked by momentous events: the Boston Tea Party, the battles of Lexington and Concord, the harsh winter at Valley Forge, each event a stepping stone towards their ultimate goal, independence. One of the most significant moments in this journey was the signing of the Declaration of Independence. A historic document penned by the likes of Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Benjamin Franklin, declaring their separation from Britain and their unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This marked the creation of the United States of America, a new nation born from the flames of revolution, ready to carve its own path in the world. With their victory in the revolution, America was born, but it was far from the country we know today. What happens when a nation grows too fast, too soon? As America entered the 19th century, it was a question that would soon be answered, and the response was far from quiet. The young nation was on the move, heading westward at a relentless pace. This westward expansion, fueled by the belief in manifest destiny, resulted in a vast, sprawling country that stretched from Atlantic to Pacific. New territories brought new opportunities, but they also brought new challenges. One of these challenges was the issue of slavery. As new states were added to the Union, the delicate balance between free and slave states became increasingly precarious. Each new state's status, whether free or slave, could tip the balance of power in Congress. This led to fierce debates and escalating tensions between the North and the South. The infamous Compromise of 1850 and the Kansas-Nebraska Act were attempts to maintain this delicate balance, but they only served to further inflame the issue. Then, in 1861, the fragile peace shattered. The Civil War erupted, a brutal and bloody conflict pitting North against South, brother against brother. It was a war fought over many issues, but the question of slavery was at its heart. In the midst of this turmoil, a beacon of hope emerged. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation declaring that all slaves in Confederate-held territory were to be set free. This was a monumental step towards the abolition of slavery, a cause that would be definitively won with the Union's victory in 1865. The Civil War was an era of profound transformation. It was a time of great suffering, but it was also a time of great progress. The end of the war marked the end of slavery, a new beginning for millions of African Americans. The Civil War left deep scars, but it also paved the way for a unified and stronger America. It was a testament to the resilience and determination of a nation that, despite growing too fast, too soon, found a way to heal, to grow, and to move forward. Ever wondered how America became the superpower it is today? Our journey brings us to modern America, a time of rapid change and significant progress. The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked a period of intense industrialization. Factories sprang up, cities grew, and railways spread like cobwebs across the continent. This era transformed America from a largely agrarian society into an industrial powerhouse. Then came the World Wars, where America played a pivotal role. In the First World War, America's entry in 1917 marked a turning point, helping to tip the scales in favor of the Allies. The Second World War saw America rise to the occasion once more, contributing to the defeat of the Axis powers and emerging as a leading global power. Parallel to these global conflicts, America was grappling with its own internal struggles. The Civil Rights Movement in the mid-20th century was a defining period that brought racial injustices to the forefront. The tireless efforts of activists, the courageous acts of ordinary individuals, and landmark legislation like the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 made strides towards equality and justice. The end of the 20th century and the dawn of the 21st brought an era of remarkable technological advancements. The internet, smartphones, social media. America has been at the forefront of these revolutions, shaping the way we live, work, and connect. America's influence extends beyond its borders, with its culture permeating every corner of the globe. From Hollywood to Silicon Valley, from jazz to hip-hop, from blue jeans to the allure of the American dream, the cultural exports of the United States have left an indelible imprint on the world. From a land discovered by explorers to a global superpower, America's journey is fascinating, isn't it? As we've seen, the path to modern America has been marked by struggle and triumph, innovation and resilience. It's a journey that continues to unfold, shaping the world in ways we can only imagine. So what makes America, America? Well, it's a tale of endurance and evolution. It began with the birth of a vast land, rich in resources and diversity. This land called out to explorers from across the seas, sparking an age of exploration and colonization that forever changed the world. Next came the fight for independence, a struggle that marked the birth of a nation. A nation born out of a desire for freedom and self-governance, setting the stage for a civil war that tested its unity and resolve. As the dust settled, the nation grew. It expanded, it changed, it adapted. It morphed into the modern America we know today, a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and identities. From the formation of the land to the rise of a global powerhouse, the journey of America is a story of courage, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of progress. Indeed, the story of America is a testament to human courage, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of progress.